the blockchain breeze. He's live every day, decode the amazing. JJ's cryptic corner, where the coins keep turning. Log in now, the future's burning. JJ's cryptic corner, JJ's cryptic corner. Pixels glow, charts flow, crypto whispers, secrets show. He cracks the code on this winding road. JJ's cryptic corner. JJ's cryptic corner. JJ's cryptic corner. JJ's cryptic corner. JJ's cryptic. Tune in, lean back, grab your coffee, hit the track. JJ's live, don't be late. Cryptic wisdom, seal your fate. JJ's cryptic.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. How's everyone doing today? I am just working on a poll for you guys in the chat, so give me 1 second. I got one more to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the poll in the chat. Let's see. Hey, what's going on, guys? I had to hit you with the early stream. We got manufacturers ISM PMI published on this lovely Monday morning, and it just so happens to be, shield your eyes, it is a white screen, way above 50. We are at 52.6, which is incredibly bullish. This is the first above 50 in, oh boy, wow, we got, okay, right, 50.9 on January 2025, which I believe was an all-time high for Bitcoin. 49.8 March 2024. I believe that was the original all-time high that Bitcoin made. So this is the first time we've been significantly above 51, I guess I should say, or significantly above 50 if you're really honest. 50.9 is okay, but we immediately, that was a fake out essentially. So we do have to see obviously what next month brings. That's going to be important to keep an eye on, but today is a day of celebration in my opinion. 52.6 ISM Manufacturers PMI published. We're waiting for the big boy to update over here so that we can look at the chart and compare data. But as of right now, S&P loving the data. We are up 0.54% on the day. NASDAQ up 1.37%. Huge gains on the NASDAQ. Bitcoin up 2.57. We also have that lovely CME gap at $84,260 on Bitcoin. So plenty of room for upside. Let's see. We got a few news items to go through for you guys. It's going to be a short one because it is early in the morning and I do have a job. So I do plan on getting to that job. You guys think this is a fake out bull trap? 100% of you guys. Interesting. Don't forget to smash the like button. Appreciate you guys for being here. Cash Oak said, what up, brother? Nice and early. Like to see it? We had to, man. We got bullish ISM data. We've been waiting for this for quite some time. We are in expansion. Officially in expansion. Huge news, guys. Breaking. Market's reacting. SNEC is up 27%. I just want to point that out really quick. I loaded up like irresponsibly to the point where I don't think I'm at a loss anymore on my bag. Hopefully I don't come to regret that, but you never know. I gotta comb my beard. Look at how messy my beard looks. I woke up, I was watching, and I saw the data publish, and then I was like, I gotta stream. I'm not gonna not stream. This is ridiculous. So let's see. JJ's grooming corner. What you mean expansion? So ISM Manufacturers PMI prints above or below 50. If it is below 50, it is in contraction. And it's basically a gauge for the economy, for the business cycle, for money, for liquidity. And above 50 is expansion. We have not seen anything above 50. Let me show you. So this is the chart that I'm waiting for, the update on, the big boy update. This is basically what people use to measure the business cycle. The last two bull markets, this is what also people are using to try to talk about the 5-year cycle or the 4-year cycle ending. We have the 2017 bull market right here, the 2021 bull market right here, and then this is 2026 right here, 2025, 2026. From 2023 forward, we have been in contraction on the business cycle for the ISM manufacturers, PMI, purchasing managers, whatever. It's been in contraction. We've briefly touched above 50, and those both of these points right here resulted in all-time highs for Bitcoin, and then this one right here was also an all-time high because the liquidity was there. People were anticipating higher prints, whatever you want to try to blame. Right now, our current print is at 52.6. So we're waiting for this to update with that. But let me put it on here, 52.6. That is the number that we're watching. Which means this is going to go boop, just like that. Which is huge. Huge spike. Very exciting for that. And if you look at the pattern, you got Bitcoin all-time high, Bitcoin all-time high. This was also the Bitcoin all-time high right here, and that was not even an expansion. What do you think this is going to do? I mean, it might be a fake out, but I'm hopeful. And then there's people finally embracing the concept that Warsh might not be a bearish Fed, or a hawkish Fed, if you will. At least when it comes to rates, he might not want to increase the balance sheet. Gosh, these charts are so messy. I hate zooming out on my charts because I see how much of a maniac I look like. Let's go refresh our liquidation heat map really quick. We got some news segment items to go through briefly. We are going to have our regularly scheduled stream later on this evening, so make sure you guys attend for that. If you guys are new, subscribe. We live stream every single day. Ton of fun. And yeah, we talk about a little bit of everything. 79,397. Let me switch this back to green so that way we don't get confused later. Oops. And then below we've got 78,288. I'm only going to put those two there just for now. But also I wanted to point out really quick on Bitcoin specifically, we have Tishu is officially out for the crypto winter at least. He might be in for the bottom, for like the bear market bottom, but his crypto winter call is out. So far, as far as crypto winter calls go, Justin Makachek is out and Tishu is out. And I am out. I called 75 for my crypto winter bottom, and it went below that. So if we're going by prices right rules, which is what we usually do, Gourmet Brands so far, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn, nailed it so far with the 74.5, and he just changed it like a couple days ago. Super cool album. Said, what do you think of JJ? I'm hoping right now that number go up. We've been waiting for ISM Manufacturers PMI to come out. Everyone's talking about the business cycle. We've seen the data when it comes to the chart, and it actually overlays very nicely with Bitcoin and the highs and all that stuff. The only anomaly is this guy right here being the actual all-time high on Bitcoin in October, September. And they actually skipped a month, I think, because of the government shutdown. So for all we know, actually, I didn't even realize that. Wow. For all we know, October might have gone like this, and then we might have come back down for September. Or no, I'm sorry. I don't know how months work apparently. Damn. I'm tired, man. Give me a break. Okay, forget I said anything. Shit. Okay. So, September, October, Bitcoin's all-time high was in here. And the other two obviously correlate. This is Bitcoin's actual like break of the bull market, bear market peak. Like by the time ISM Manufacturers PMI got right here, Bitcoin broke this previous high. And then we went down a little bit further, and then we did it again. And then it went down a little further, and then it did it again. So now we've officially gone down a little further, and we're about to do it again. Oh, we did do it again. We got the confirmed numbers. It's 52.6. That's exciting. I'm excited. Excited enough to play hooky from work for a little bit and stream for you guys. So huge deal. Super stoked. Obviously, we're not gonna, you know, we're not gonna back the truck up and offload all of our dry powder just yet. But the market likes it. NASDAQ is most impressive right now, up 1.35. Look at this thing. We have this hand-drawn fractal, and the hand-drawn one is literally just a mimicry of the original fractal so that I don't have to stretch it out. I don't like to move my fractals once I put them in place, just so that way we can learn the way that price moves. Obviously, the fractal is from way back, who knows where, and with the higher prices, it takes more money to move markets, so instead of the move being like this, maybe it's just a little more tame, and that's exactly what we have here. A more tame version of the previous move. Money moves and patterns, apparently. People's psychology based on patterns as well. I was actually looking for Tuesday, Wednesday for a bounce on the NASDAQ, so surprised to see it happen on Monday, but I'm still very happy about it. We got a bullish cross over the moving average and the RSI. Again, I don't know if Market Cipher really reliable here for stocks, but we do have a confirmed green dot print, which is huge. Positive money flow. I'm excited. Super Cool Album said, yeah, it's crazy how the ISM is correlated with Bitcoin's movement. Honestly, it's been my favorite copium so far because it makes sense. The business cycle, extended cycle diminishing returns. I used to be a huge fan of Ben Cowan. I don't dislike the guy now. I'm not a fan of the flip-floppy behavior, and I understand your point of view can change, but when you're cocky to the point where you basically pretend like you never said certain things, it gets a little irritating. He kind of acts like he always believed in the 4-year cycle. And I actually published a video on my X a while ago, a couple weeks ago, of him last bull market making fun of the 4-year cycle. He was like, the 4-year cycle has never worked. It's only worked one time. It's unreliable and extended cycle diminishing returns. Now, all of a sudden, he's insisting that the 4-year cycle works every single time. And he's basically reciting this post, this anonymous 4chan post. And this guy nailed it. Now everyone's like, oh, October 2025 is when Bitcoin's going to bottom. So, I don't know. I got I got opinions. But I'm super excited about the data. Let me read the chat really quick. What's going on, J. Wes Venture? Fahid, appreciate you. Cash Oak, Super Cool Albums. J. Wes Venture again. AI for the head. Yo, Alu H bar. Appreciate you guys. All right. Yeah, Bitcoin up 2.85. Big deal. CME gap is also a big deal. CME gap coupled with that bullish ISM print. Pretty exciting stuff. Let's get into some news really quick. Marty Party published US ISM Manufacturing PMI 52.6. That means people are going to have money. People are going to have money, and they're going to have money to spend on, hopefully, crypto. Now all we have to do is get retail to return. Bull Theory published breaking US ISM Manufacturing PMI just came in at a 40-month high of 52.6. Expected was 48.5. The ISM above 50 is bullish for markets. Above 50 is expansion. Look at that. Forecast was 48.5. Previous was 47.9, below forecast. Every single print's been below forecast. October 1st, when we hit all-time high, it was above forecast. And we hit all-time high. We're so much farther above forecast. That's just, it's crazy, dude. You play Arc Raiders at all? I do not. I've seen it, and it looks really fun. It seems expensive, though. Is it worth it? Okay. Kobe SC Litter. Gold falls below 4,500 an ounce, and silver falls below 72 an ounce. As selling pressure builds, gold and silver have now erased over 10 trillion in market cap in 3 days. That was 9 hours ago. Shortly after that, 4 hours ago. So 5 hours after this first post, gold and silver post massive reversals and erase the majority of their losses on the day. Gold is back above 4,700 an ounce, and silver's back above 87 an ounce. Truly incredible price action. Now, since then, gold and silver have fluctuated so much today. I don't even understand how there's that much money. Mentally expensive? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I don't know if this is because people no longer feel the need to flee to safety, or if it's manipulation by the big banks. I have no clue. But gold and silver selling off is the biggest anomaly to me, just because it was pumping alongside everything except for crypto. So seeing crypto go up while gold and silver are indecisive is a little jarring. It's a little bit different. And I'm not claiming that there's a rotation taking place. I actually don't think that that's what's happening. I think that the people that sold their crypto are buying their crypto back. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with gold and silver. It's very interesting, to say the least. But moving on, President Trump is launching a $12 billion strategic mineral stockpile to counter China. I don't know what that means, but that's a lot of money. I am also launching a let's call it a $12,000 strategic, what do we call it? Strategic fiat stockpile. And it's going to be budget neutral. And I'm going to use it to buy a house. So any money that you guys donate to the channel, I don't actually have the money, but I plan on getting the money, is going into that fund. Okay. Next we've got, oh yeah, the White House is having their crypto meeting today at 1 p.m. as well. So we got bullish PMI, we got White House meeting, we got new Fed chair, which may or may not be dovish after all. Short sellers are capitulating. Short interest as a percentage of shares outside of the S&P 500 ETF SPY is down to about 9%, near the lowest in 8 years. At the same time, short interest in the NASDAQ 100 ETF QQQ is down to about 6%, the lowest since at least 2018. Short interest levels for both ETFs have halved since 2023, following the end of the 2022 bear market. Over the last 2 years, the average short interest has been well below 10%. By comparison, in 2018 to 2022, the average was 14%. Wow. Stock market short bets are getting crushed. Honestly, I don't blame them. The stock market's been doing tremendously well for probably the past decade, it seems, honestly. If you really look at it. When's the last time we had a really big pullback besides the pandemic? Cash Oak said, if we flip the 200 moving averages, Charles Hoskinson's calls for crazy February could develop. Flip the 200 moving average. I thought the 200 was way below us. What are you talking, daily or weekly? I'm talking weekly. Are you talking daily? Let's take a look at that actually. Moving average 50 and 200. Yeah, you got to be talking. So that's around 88, 90. Nope, I just made that up. I thought that blue was that. Okay, so that's around 88, 90. Yeah. Okay, cool. So if you're talking daily, then yeah, I like it. Unfortunately, Hoskinson's says a lot of things. I love the guy, but sometimes I think he gets a little too excited, and his mouth moves before his brain has a chance to stop it. Appreciate you, Charles. Kashuk said, 15-minute. We'll build it. If we build it, they will come. Every time I say anything like that, all I can think of is the Trump clip where he's like, I'm gonna come. Or he's like, Jeff Bezos came, Elon Musk came, Mark Zuckerberg came, everybody came. Those are such, I gotta clip those. Kevin Warsh brings certainty, not surprise. The metals fell off. Right. There's that along with the ISM PMI print. This is huge. This is enormous. 52.6 is freaking crazy. We have not, as far as I'm concerned, we have not seen the implementation of that result yet. Not to mention the CME gap. Are we going to get a monstrous slingshot on Bitcoin? Or, again, is it going to be a bull trap? I have no idea. I'm not trying to get you guys too hyped up, so don't get too excited just because I'm excited. I'm a degenerate moron. So please excuse me. I did look to see if there was a Kalshi bet for Groundhog Day. Today is Groundhog Day, by the way, guys. Happy Groundhog Day. Punxsutawney Phil, I don't remember if he saw his shadow or not, but he said 6 more weeks of winter. Apparently Michigan has a, what do we call it? I don't know. We have something similar, and it's really funny. The dude literally, like, came out of the log, and he, like, looked around, and he was like, F this, and he went back in. Apparently, if he does that, if he goes back in before staying outside for 30 seconds, then there's going to be 6 more weeks of winter. That's pretty funny. Lunar Entity said the last time we were at this PMI level was before it crashed in 2022. Big development. Right. That's another thing that I said we have to print bullish next month as well. 2022. Well, yeah, July. Yep. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens, man. I'm excited though. I'm excited. We're coming out of the lows, and it could do this. It could go up really high and then settle a little bit more and then come up again, and like it might take a minute to climb up, and that might be that whole super cycle argument. Maybe we are in like a decade-long super cycle. Who knows? Anyways, today the White House meets with banks and crypto companies to push U.S. crypto legislation forward per Reuters. Here we go. Key economic events this week. Monday, January ISM Manufacturing PMI data. It is out. It is bullish. We are in expansion. Tuesday, December JOLTS job openings data. Wednesday, Google reports earnings. Thursday, initial jobless claims, Amazon earnings. Friday, January jobs report. Labor market and big tech earnings take center stage. Which event will move markets the most? Dang. That looks like the cover of the album. Last but not least, we got bar chart posting natural gas dumping. I just wanted to post this because I'm excited that my gas bill is not going to be insanely expensive, hopefully. Bitcoin, $79,000, $10.10. Hopefully we can get above 80. ETH up 4.56, $2,373. Sol up 4.66, $105.50. We touched the line. I repeat, we touched the line. The line has been touched. Beautiful. Total 3, 770. My October 10th bottom wick mark at 766. Looks like a nice starting point. 750 psychological level. Seems to be the support for the candle bodies. And we did technically wick down to 740. Almost touched our lower trend line, but I don't know how relevant that is. I'm happy with it so far. My uber bearish, we're literally like right in the middle of my bullish guess and my bearish guess, which is interesting. 700 or 711 and 800. We're at 750. That's smack dab in the middle. I like it. Lunar Entity said it will be funny watching the Fed fade every pump to get balance sheet down. Right? Yeah, that's get out of here, man. It's Monday morning. Don't wreck my vibe. Don't kill the buzz. Gold and silver. Yeah, I think maybe they're just gonna dance around these levels for a bit. I think the NASDAQ is the most impressive. This thing's freaking crazy. Was not expecting that monstrous explosion to the upside. X221 said, JJ, we good? I mean, we got bullish ISM print. Huge. Blessings, John. Appreciate you. Guys, smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. We've been killing it with numbers lately. So, you guys doing your part. Thank you so much. Let's see. We got 6 votes in the poll. I asked you guys, now that ISM is an expansion, what comes next? 50% of you guys said super cycle, all-time highs incoming. 17% said chop/sideways. 33% said fake out, bull trap. We've been going for 23 minutes. This is going to be a shorter stream today. Appreciate you guys for being here. I think I hit all the talking points that I wanted to hit. We went through XRP is up 3.43% at $1.64. Avalanche up 3.13. Avalanche could do a little bit better here. Chainlink up 5.74. That's also okay. I guess I'll get really excited when we start seeing double digits in most of these coins. Super Cool Album said, what are the odds that next month ISM report goes below 50? I don't know, actually. I have no clue. I'm not entirely sure what makes it go above 50. If we're being real, my little conspiracy brain, excuse me, I gotta get my safety equipment on. We practice workplace safety here. My little conspiracy brain thinks that this has been suppressed. Because how easy is it to just fudge the numbers and make whatever you want print? John said JJ had a nice snake poo again. Nice. Speaking of snake, 28.47% in the green. Let's freaking go, guys. Like I said, I aped into this, and I'm pretty sure I've mitigated majority of my losses overnight, which was a complete accident. Was not expecting a crazy recovery like this. This was very exciting to wake up to. And then we got the bullish ISM print. We got 6 more weeks of winter, which means I don't have to go to work that much for the next 6 weeks. Gosh, I'm such a lazy bastard. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe, so that way, eventually, maybe Maybe I really don't have to work that much. I'll probably still work though because I like my job. But Lunar Entity said, decent. Depending on political developments, ISM is searching for certainty, and Trump is a wild card. So is actually I was gonna say so is Warsh, but I think he's the opposite. Like you said, I think he is certainty. Okay, I'm cooking my brain already, so let me get this off. The Wi-Fi, my brain needs Wi-Fi, thrives on it. So yeah, bullish ISM Manufacturers PMI, huge news. Liquidation heat map getting interesting. Bitcoin getting a little baby recovery here. Not quite 80K yet, but it's trying. Again, my favorite so far is just the NASDAQ. That crazy over 1% slingshot to the upside. Pretty cool. Pretty cool to see. So we'll see what next month brings. Obviously, today, big bullish news. We'll see what 1 p.m. brings, or probably 2 p.m., knowing Trump being an hour late every single time there's anything that he's invited to. With the White House crypto meeting, probably a nothing burger. I feel like there are always nothing burgers. We'll continue to keep you guys posted. Lunar said, no, I think you may be right on Warsh. I'm not sold until either Warsh makes his stance public after appointment or Treasury price action front runs. Yeah. I'm wondering how the employment data is going to look and if the Fed is going to do an emergency rate cut. It's very interesting to see all of these numbers flip-flop and wish-wash. John said, what is your job, JJ? I'm driving truck as I watch your stream. Nice. You know, I always think about that. I'm like, I feel like being a truck driver would be so nice. I don't mind small spaces at all. I feel like I would live in the cab, but I do enjoy, living with my family. If I was single, I would 1000% be a truck driver. I kind of manage an entire landscape architecture firm with carpentry in there as well. We've done home additions. It's kind of up in the air. I guess it's an architecture firm that does a lot of landscaping as well. I manage the office and the job sites. Been doing it for 10 years. 11, actually. I think this year's 11. Going on 12? Yeah. 2026 is going to be 12 years. Dixie said, no work today. Smash the like and get back to work. I do got to get back to work. I appreciate you, Dixie. Guys, smash the like button. I have a gameplay video, actually, uploading today. At 3 p.m. it goes live. Me and a couple people from the space, my fiance, played Repo. It was a ton of fun. So it's crypto influencers versus the tax collector, because that's the lore in the game. You'll get it if you see it, but it was a ton of fun. So check that out. Bitcoin, we'll see if we can get above 80K for the day and see what 1 p.m. brings with that White House meeting. Super Crew album, so the debt cycle extension delay us about a year, but that's why this one's going to be massive. 4-year cycle short. It's going to fuel a massive move to over 250K. Honestly, if that happens, dude, again, if that happens, I'm going to be such an a-hole to Ben Cowan. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be the loudest guy in the room. He's going to hate me. And it might be beautiful. And I'm just petty enough to maybe stick with it. But anyways, guys, I'm going to call it. Let's end our poll. 43% of you guys think super cycle. 43% of you guys think fake out bull trap. I'm going to leave it at that. I like that, actually, that 50-50 odds, because that's kind of where we're at. That's where we stand. Silver and gold still struggling. NASDAQ, explosive upside. S&P, beautiful recovery. Bitcoin, also beautiful recovery with a nice CME gap at 84,260. Bullish ISM PMI print today. 52.6. We are above 50 officially in expansion. Getting above 55 next month would be insanity. That would probably almost guarantee lock us in for a super cycle, allegedly. We'll see what happens. As always, guys, when the market starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow, or actually later on tonight. Don't forget to smash the like button on your way out. Happy Monday, guys. Have a great start to your week. Start the day with positivity. We're killing it. I appreciate you guys. Happy Monday, and good morning.